kò fèrè síṣẹ́ tiwa. Olójú ẹni ìmàlà àrítọ́, ojú ẹni ìmàlà àríyànú. Nàìjíríà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré, ṣé everybody ló ń bá wa jó. Àní Nàìjíríà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré, Amẹ́ríkà London wọ́n tẹ́wọ́ gbé. Torí má fa akọ mi kì í lọ sọ́jà lọ́rọ̀ àpò ìwà ṣáídá. Ojú ẹni ìmàlà àrítọ́, ojú ẹni ìmàlà àríyànú.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ celebrate Ayinde.
Orí mi jẹ́ ìjèrè iṣẹ́ mi, ẹ̀dá mi jẹ́ ìjèrè wàhálà mi. Orí mi jẹ́ ìjèrè iṣẹ́ mi, ẹ̀dá mi jẹ́ ìjèrè wàhálà mi. Mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀mí kúkúrú mo bẹ̀ ẹ́ lọ́wọ́.
Àmì Jésù.
Ilé ayé ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ mi.
Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ìjèrè ayé tọmọtọmọ.
Lójú ẹni ìmàlà àárí, lójú ẹni ìmàlà àárí ọ̀nù. Ó ti tẹ́lẹ̀ ìnànà jálákàlò, tẹ́lẹ̀ ìnànà jálákàlò.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká celebrate Ayinde. Happy 60th birthday. Ẹni tó bá máa dàgbà láyé, á celebrate àwọn tó ti débẹ̀. Èmi mo celebrate Ayinde.
Irú wọn kì í jẹ́ bí jálákàtó. Èrè ni wọ́n jẹ́ bọ́jà o. Jálákàtó. Tẹ́lẹ̀ ìnànà jálákàtó.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́rẹ̀ Ayinde díẹ̀.
Jálákàtó.
Man, I want you all to boogie down for Ayinde and celebrate him there. Congratulate him. Bàgà. Owó kan fẹ́ jóná. Gbogbo wa máa.
Bí gbogbo wa bá ń jó. Omi lè kó máa ró.
Gbàgbàgbà. Ayinde báyìí. Ayinde still love me. K1. The legend of our time. Bajebu. Bajo.
Omi kó máa ró. Amẹ́ríkà ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí ó. Olúwayé Kudi. Lórúkọ Omega Music. Genesis promotion.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ jóná.
Ṣèyí bàbá mi láre. Ọkọ̀ dé sọjí ọlọ́wọ́ mọ̀dẹ́. Àtàlósà promotions. Àjàní Sáyidì
Bọ́lájí.
Ọkọ̀ lédi kan bùkì. Bàbá tọrẹ Olúwa. Bàbá tó fi lọ bá. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Abúlú Bashiru.
Ọ̀rọ̀ rárá mi ní.
Àbúrò Aṣubí Yaró.
Happy birthday kẹjọ bá mi celebrate bàbá yẹn lórí page mi.
Wọ́n ṣe gudugudu méje
Pẹ̀lú yàyà mẹ́fà.
Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti
Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lọ. Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lọ. Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lobster o.
Àní ní New York City. Ayra baby. Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti
Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lọ. Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lọ.
Fẹ̀gùsì ṣe lobster.
Ta ló jó síjó yìí gbà yẹn? Gbàgà gbàgbàgbà. Ọlọ́run ti lọ mẹ́. Ẹni tó bá bínú orí nìkan ló kù.
Gbogbo ẹni bá ṣe lóore bí o bá fi dúpẹ́. Bí ọlọ́ṣàkẹ́ ẹrù ẹni Ayinde gbé lórí. Títí ni ó máa ṣe dúpẹ́ o. Màánà tí Adélèké mi ọmọ bá.
Wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ K1 based on illiteracy is a disease.
Wọ́n ní mú sí tàbá oníkàbí ọkọ̀ tí ń pé. Àwòkọ́ alákọ̀ọ́lá mi ọmọdọmọdọ ṣọ́.
Ẹjọ́ díẹ̀.
Ẹ̀dàmọ́ lámì Martins ni o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n láyé wọ́n lámì ọmọ Martins.
Ẹ máa kí K1 lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà máa type happy birthday to K1 Kapot Tuti. Ẹ máa kí bàbá yẹn lọ fún mi. Ó wà lára àwọn tó contribute to my happiness in life. I have to acknowledge him. He is a great man. He has impacted my life. I will tell you the story today. Gaga.
Màánà tí yá ti sáà yìí mi ọmọ Solomon, ọkọ̀ pápá bẹ́bí mi ọmọ Gẹ̀ẹ́sáìdá. Àwọn tó sùn mọ́ ọba lẹ́rẹ̀kọ́. Àtọ́lúwa lẹ́nu
Ìjọ yẹn pọ̀.
Ọkọ̀ látàwọn wà ní ìyọ̀ mi òwúwa o. Túndé ọmọ bọ̀rọ̀ kiri. Ọkọ̀ pẹ̀lọ, ọmọ Tadé ní ọmọ bàbá mi.
Oh yes.
Táìlólú ọmọ Ọlásùpọ̀. Àtẹ̀dújábí o.
Ìlàkí o.
Ọmọdé kan mi.
A máa gbádùn orí ilé ni.
Àbúrò yẹrẹyẹrẹ, ó bá mi tọ́jú kúnlẹ̀ ọṣẹ. Ọṣẹ nínú yóò sì ti fi o. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú láìsí mi ní ìkútọ̀.
Kapot Tuti. Ó ṣé bàbá mi.
Ọgọ́ta alájọ kẹ́mi
Fèyí Sara.
Èèyàn tán látúnjí mi, àlàdé mi tótó.
Lukumanu Abugalade.
Mo gbàgbé kẹ́mi kẹ́mi.
Kọ́lọ̀ fọ̀rùkẹ́ àwọn yẹn.
Kẹ́mi bẹ́bí mi, ọmọ tààrí àgbo.
Gbàgà.
Àwọn Bọ́ládé bẹ́bí mi, àlàkẹ́ o. Tẹ́lá combination, àwọn Bíọ́lá bẹ́bí mi, èso ìfọ̀n Bọ́ládé. Ìkẹ́sí bẹ́bí mi, máa gbàgbé.
Ìkẹ́sí bẹ́bí mi.
Àtàrà bẹ́bí mi, ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ o. Ọmọ tẹjọ fi ìkòròdú orí ìwúdó pẹ̀lú kúmẹ́lẹ́. Àbàtún bí sùsì fi ọmọdé áyá. Àwọn Ṣadé Julius.
Mo ní kí n kọ́ yín ní Wasiu.
Ọmọ tó dúbọ̀ sí mi o.
Mo ń bọ̀ ná Ayinde. Èèyàn èyí. Hi guys. Hello everybody. I'm a Josike Wanleni. He's about somebody that I don't joke with. His day cannot pass and I will not acknowledge him. Thank God I do stuff like real talk now. So as such, I am opportune to be able to celebrate him for everybody to see. Kato bẹ̀rẹ̀ anything. Ahoko ẹ jẹ́ ká júbà fún Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ọba tó lohun gbogbo. Òun ló ní wá. Àti jó síwájú náà gbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ mọ̀ pé open nìyẹn. Ká wá acknowledge Ọlọ́run pé k'Ọlọ́run ọba kó take complete control of whatever we're going to be talking about today. A lot of things will be talked about. It's going to start with K1. But before I talk about K1, I would like to thank everybody tó bá mi that celebrated my firstborn with me. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà dàgbà wá dògbò lágbára Ọlọ́run. I'm really very grateful to all of you that celebrated my daughter. I mean, I was overwhelmed, or we were overwhelmed. It's a great thing to have all of you in my life. You are the best support that I can ever get in this time. I appreciate you people. And you know, àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà àdàgbà wá dògbò, àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà ṣe nǹkan rere lójú ẹ̀mí gbogbo wa pátá báyìí níjọ́ ìkọ́ ẹ̀yẹ wa wò ní dìde 1 minute fún wa ìṣe wa ṣojú ẹ̀mí wa lágbára Jésù Kristi. And I want to thank God for today as well pé èmi tún rè léni. I am here again. #real talk. here again, Yeye Kudi Live, to talk to you guys. So, foremost, kí tiẹ̀ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ anything, because K1's talk is going to be a bit long, and then I'll go into my real talk, which is illiteracy is a disease. I would like to acknowledge Uncle Kola Olotu. Uncle Kola Olotu, I'm so sorry. You know, there was on my status the day I saw his chat. On my status, I actually said I don't know him, and that's the gospel truth. When I called my mom, I was like, one man said he has been doing radio talk for 30 years. I mean, I was amazed. I thought probably era and mom see me. So I had to call my mother to find out who is uncle, I told my mother, Kola Olawuyi. And my mother said, Kola Olawuyi ti kú. Kola Olawuyi ló máa ń ṣe nǹkan bẹ. Wọ́n á ní no, òkú ò lè bá láyé ṣe. Ẹni tí mò ń sọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ni. And so I looked at the name again, and I saw it was Kola Olotu. And that's Mr. Kola Olotu. And I told her, wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ ará Ìbàdàn ni máa yẹn, and he's so good. And that was all she could say about him to me. Àwọn máa ń gbọ́ máa yẹn. And I don't know. Uncle Kola Olotu, aṣọ yìí ò ní fàyà sà. I thank you, because in continuing bá ń ṣe, whatever you're doing, it's not like what I'm doing now is not an ambition that I want to go big in it. But Ọlọ́run bá wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, to God be the glory. You get me? To God be the glory. You understand? I really appreciate the fact that Sherry, táwọn èèyàn bá yìí love èèyàn ni wọ́n máa ń caution èèyàn. Wọ́n ní ọmọ yìí má pa mí, ọmọ yìí má pa mí, tó bá yá ọmọ yìí má para ẹ̀. But I still appreciate the fact that people are still saying ọmọ yìí má pa mí, má pa mí. That is to say that people still love you. And so when people chastise you or give you constructive criticism, oh God, grab it quick and make amendments. Uncle Kola Eshegosa, I really appreciate you. Ẹjọ́, ìjọ́ tí bá ti rí mi tí mò ń hùwà tí ò dá, ẹ má hesitate láti always caution me. Ọmọ àbúrò ni mo jẹ́ sí yín. I don't mind it, and I appreciate the fact that you did it to me, and I thank you so much for correcting me. I promise that mi ò ní dójú tì gbogbo yín lágbára Jésù. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa kọ́ mi mọ̀ ṣe. It's not easy to be a motivational speaker. Like I said, I've said it before. You can't just come out, and sometimes just looking at you people, even without seeing you physically, only jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan sápáyàn lórí. You will just be thinking, am I coordinating? Ṣé gbogbo nǹkan sí mò ń sọ ṣó make sense ya? But you know one thing, this is why we have all of you. Àgbàlagbà, ọmọdé, you people are all there to be there for. So therefore, Uncle Kola, Eshegosa, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ọlọ́run, the God that has made you a vessel unto honor, you will continue to be a vessel unto honor. I appreciate you so much, sir. I thank you for your constructive criticism. I thank you for your acknowledgement, because kò easy. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí wà nínú ọmọ sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá sọ̀rọ̀, grandfather sọ̀rọ̀ for so long. Kẹ́ wá máa rí èmi ọmọdé yìí pé èmi náà ń sọ̀rọ̀. Nǹkan ńlá ni. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ẹ tiẹ̀ notice mi. Eshegosa, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má stop àti má correct me. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín àtàwọn family yín. Ẹ ṣé, mo dúpẹ́ gan sà. Now I'll go back to K1. The reason for today, and then after it, then I will go to my topic, which is illiteracy is a disease. Kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí illiteracy is a disease. Màá kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ K1 fún yín. Gbogbo yín á máa wò pé èwo ni ti àti K1. Mo mọ̀ pé kò ju iṣẹ́ èèyàn má dámọ̀ lọ. Tó bá dọ̀là ń sìn, a tún lè gbọ́ pé ó ń bá K1 sùn. Kò jọ mí lójú fún yín. Ìṣe yín nìyẹn, ẹnu yín nìyẹn, alala ńlá yín. Ẹ mọ̀, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀dẹ̀ nínú tó dá. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin máa understand pé tí èèyàn bá wà aṣobìnrin, àbọ́kùnrin, the people that pass through your life or the people that you know, you understand, you will always have them either impacted you in one way, is either negatively or positively. So therefore, èmi ò lè ṣe kí má máa sọ oore àwọn èèyàn báyìí. Number one, nǹkan ńlá pàtàkì kan tí K1 ṣe fún mi ní ayé yìí tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo ayé mọ̀ ni pé my knowing him, it's not by mistake. I tell you people the truth. My knowing K1 is not by mistake. How do I say that? Ọkọ tí mo fẹ́ lẹ́ni, party K1 ni mo ti meet ọkọ tí mo fẹ́ lẹ́ni. So before then, in my life, ní ìgbésí ayé èèyàn, tí èèyàn bá ní òun fẹ́ jáde, òun fẹ́ ráré, òun fẹ́ máa gbọ́ orin Yorùbá, orin tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa gbọ́ láyé mi, ọmọ disco girl ni mí, you understand? The first song that I begin to, tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ní orin Yorùbá, ẹni tó jẹ́ kí n mọ̀, even ẹni tí mo kọ́kọ́ bímọ fún lọ́jọ́ àárọ̀ mi, it was via K1. Tí mi ò bá ever lọ sí àwọn get to meet Uncle Tunde Tula àti Wale Spinero, I will never have met K1. Do you people get me? I will never have been listening to orin Yorùbá láyé mi. We used to sit down together. We were that close. I was very, to be very sincere, I was very close to K1 via Uncle Tunde, and we would sit down in Buckingham Palace, Literate then. Uncle Alaji K1 used to live in Falolu then, and we would sit down. We would come to Buckingham Palace. Then my friend was dating. I introduced her. Sumbo then she was dating Uncle Tula, and those little girls. Though I was in Polytechnic then, and I discovered that we had a rapport. Then the day Uncle Tula then died, you understand? I remember, but Alaji didn't even know that Emini, nígbà tí mo dé Buckingham Palace, Yeye Kudi, ṣùgbọ́n pé Tula kú, mo ní Uncle mo gbọ́, Alaji mo gbọ́, but that gbé orí sáyà mi, wọ́n sún ẹ̀pọ̀ ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ yọ́ mú wọn. Tó bá gbọ́ mi báyìí, wọ́n sún ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo èèyàn tí wọ́n mú, Alaji fẹ́ para wọn gbà yẹn nítorí Tula. Wọ́n fẹ́ kú, mi ò ní parọ́. He could not see life any further. I could remember, a máa lọ pẹ̀lú bọ̀dà Tula, Uncle Tula ní Kudi, Dọ́lápọ̀ ni wọ́n máa ń pè mí, Dọ́lápọ̀, ó yá lọ́dọ̀ Ayinde, ó yá lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ká wá lọ jẹun lọ́dọ̀ àti Làbákẹ́, gbogbo wa máa lọ, a máa jókòó sí ọ̀dọ̀ K1, a tún máa gbéra, a tún máa di ọ̀dọ̀, tá bá ti wà náà dìde bàbí tí bá sneak wálé báyìí, èmi Sùúrùlérè ni máa kọrí sí ọ̀rẹ́ mi, òun gbé ní Ìkòyí ńgbà yẹn Sùnbọ̀, gbogbo a máa ní fun. I loved K1 to bits. He's so, if you go and look at my old pictures, when I'm in Nigeria, I always go to his house. Trust me. In the last trip I went to Nigeria, because he moved Lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde. If I'm in Nigeria, be it Christmas, be it anything, I will be there. I will go to his show. The wife can testify to that. What's her name? Wendy Bella. I will go to their house. How we have fun. I will snap pictures. Yesterday, I was speaking to her today, the niece, and she was like, sis, Sileko, kawa ba Alaji ṣe fàájì. Why am I saying this? I remember his 40th birthday. I was in his house as solo. And that was the first time I met Barrister in my lifetime. I have never seen Barrister before. But on that day, 40th birthday, K1, I went to Surulere, solo, where he had built his house. You understand? Mo lọ síbẹ̀, tebari party enjoying. He was classic. Alaji ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kọ́lé yẹn ni. I saw Barrister. You should name it. I saw all the musicians. I saw Kollington. I saw everybody. A lot of my friends, majority of my friends that know K1, they met him through me. If not all, they met him through me because he showed Alaji fẹ́ before I came abroad. I'm there. I go. At the point in time, I remember one time, one guy called Shegun blogged me. Only Alaji gbé man kan báyìí tó ń gbé Démọ́lá Oyèfẹ̀sọ. If not that mo tiẹ̀ wá sí America abroad, and I saw that man on Facebook. Mi ò mẹ́ni tó ń jẹ́ Démọ́lá Oyèfẹ̀sọ. This is why you need to be careful whatever you read. Alaji can testify to this story. I went there to K1's show one day. On getting to that show, what did I see? We had fun. I remember one brother, uncle was there, Uncle Tuji Olawuyi, Alaji Aziz, all those people. This man, Démọ́lá Oyèfẹ̀sọ, I'm sure he's hearing this story for the first time. The next day, K1 gives Harlem-based lawyer's daughter, Kudira Dolapo, to Démọ́lá Oyèfẹ̀sọ. Woke up blogging me. The next day, ó wá gbé paper yẹn lọ bá mom sí mi nínú shop àwọn ará Aládé market. Wọ́n kàn lọ gbé paper lọ bá mom sí mi pé ọmọ yín K1 ní ti gbé fún wa ní pé man yẹn ó gbé mi sínú hotel kan ní Ìkẹjà. I've forgotten the name of that hotel. It's just right beside. And so Alaji, if Alaji is hearing this thing, Alaji had never been to my house, but he knows my family. Woman came dele. He came with Uncle Tula on his way to London that day because one more pay ya mi mati pa mi. Alhaji now came to the house. Me get man loko wa pe mi pe one man saying became and they call you outside mobile data. And I was shocked to see him. Onya, Kudi, mo rí nǹkan táwọn paper ko ha. Oh, ma, ẹni tó sọ your mi ni mo mọ̀ pé o mọ̀. He's such a nice man. Alhaji Wasiu is such a cool man. I mean, a very nice person. But Atulani, Kudi ma worry. O didn't know láti wá because he's so worried about you and what your parents will do to you. Moani, I've told my mom, hopefully she believes me. Ìgbà tí mo di ara Facebook ni mo tó mẹ́ni tó ń jẹ́ Demola Oyefeso. Mi ò mọ ẹni yẹn rí pọ̀ wọ́n ní pé Alhaji gbé mi fún ma ẹni yẹn. The title was K1 kini called to give London-based lawyer's daughter Kudira Aduni to Demola Oyefeso. Mo shock. Mama mi ni wọ́n lọ gbé fún àwọn èèyàn àwọn city people bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ṣàṣẹ́gun ni wọ́n pe bọ̀bọ́ yẹn gba ṣẹ́gun ọ̀kẹ́ owó ọ̀ṣọ́ ni bọ̀bọ́ tó kọ kíní yẹn láyé ìgbà yẹn. It was a bad story. Meanwhile, irọ́ ni. But where am I going to ni pé at the end of it all, mo kọ́gbọ́n lára K1. Nígbà tẹ́mi mọ̀ K1 initially, I will not lie. I'm sure you will not like this part of me to say it. K1 no ṣe ni tó máa sọ Ìgbò gan. His English was okay, but not fantastic. Over the years, oh my God, èmi ò lè ibi tí K1 bá ti sọ Ìgbò, mi ò ní parọ́, mi ò lè bá wọn sọ Ìgbò. Òyìnbó kàbìtì ńlá, wá tún máa bá argue. But when I knew him, Afalolu then, I will not say that his English was just, he could speak English, but it was not, What am I suffering by 1 year? Kudi, I'm going to improve. I want wo ní pé ndolapo, wo ní pé leno orúkọ Muslim mi ni wọ́n máa pè mí every time. Muslim name mi. Bó bá ti bá dé party wọn nìkan ni wọ́n máa ṣe fi ọmọ Dolapo sí. But Kudi, wọ́n ní àwọn máa improve, wo máa padà sí school. Wo Kudi, mo máa jókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ní òyìnbó, mo máa bá wọn lọ́ba jẹun. He spoke it into his life. I remember that man had so much ambition. Even though people looked at him because Chemo, tó bá ti jẹ́ musician, àwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé alágbe ni ẹ́. But he utilized that pé àwọn èèyàn wo fojú wo rò ń pé K1 one day ẹni tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá ti pé a few people in Nigeria, his name is amongst them. He will never have attained that height. Trust me. If he continued to be an illiterate. If he continued to be an illiterate. And that is where I come to my topic today. Illiteracy is a disease. And my principle that I have chosen, that I have taken from this, my whole story, a good example is Alhaji K1, Kwam 1. That man improved himself. When you sit down with K1, I tell you the truth. Ìwọ tó bá kàwé, o máa feel inferior. Ìwọ tó bá kàwé, this is a man that could not even sit with people that are secondary school. He said when he was Paris school. But when he went to improve himself, why joke with people that have doctorate degree? And that is what I'm talking about today. Illiteracy is a disease. Illiteracy is a disease. Thanks to K1. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún sáré gbọ́ díẹ̀ nínú orin Alhaji. So that màá lè sọ̀rọ̀ ní sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ díẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi sa Alhaji. Alhaji ibikíbi tẹ́ bá wà, mo fi Ọlọ́run ọba ṣọ́ yín. Ẹ tiẹ̀ ti dàgbà náà. Happy 60th birthday. Happy 60th birthday. Ẹ ṣé gbogbo ìtẹ́ ti ṣe nú ayé tèmi náà. I remember I met my husband at Surulere. And when I went for that show, Alhaji was the one that said we should come for that show. And my uncle Otuba Abimbola, is on Facebook as well. My uncle is Otuba Abimbola Osholaja. He came back from America. Then he's based in Chicago. He was the one that took me for that show. It was Gogo's night, and then it was the first show he had after Tula died. And Alhaji said, "Kibugba manko awon ọ̀rẹ́ mi dání ni la taba fe lọ fún show Wasiu." And we went for that show. Then I was already in the university, and that was where I met my husband. He's also a helper of destiny. Alhaji told me to come. And when I went, on getting there, Alhaji was surprised. Ìgbà tí mo sọ fún wọn pé ẹ mọ̀ pọ́dọ̀ iṣó yẹn tí wọ́n pè mí ò wá sí show yẹn mi ìbá má meet ọkọ mi náà. I met him there. And so this man is a helper of destiny. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pọ́n Alhaji lé, ẹ jẹ́ ká pọ́n Alhaji lé. Alhaji, àgbáyín adalẹ̀, àgbáyín adàgbàdàgbàdàgbàdàgbà. Mo notice pé ìgbà tí Alhaji wá educate ara wọn, gbogbo àwọn nígbà tí àwa bá jáde pẹ̀lú Alhaji, dazin tí gbogbo bá wà ní show Alhaji ìgbà wọ́n máa ń bínú, wọ́n máa ń jà. Alhaji kò lè ṣe nígbò ní àwọn àti bọ̀dá Tula. Wọ́n máa ìgbà tí Alhaji wá di olówó tí wọ́n wá kàwé kún ìwé wọn. Gbogbo àwọn kékèké olórin yẹn bá ń bú wọn, Alhaji ò kì í dáhùn. Alhaji ti mọ̀ pé aṣọ àlàlà wọn wọ̀. Oníyogi má bà tèmi jẹ́ ni. Ṣé ẹni tó fẹ́ máa bá Bọ́lá Tinubu jẹun, ẹni tó fẹ́ máa bá Buhari jẹun lá máa ṣe dùgbòlugi, lá máa ṣe bí wèrè. Hell no. Máa yẹn wá step up. Ó wá fi àwọn kéékèèké, àwọn tí ò jẹun kánú, àwọn tí ò ní future, àwọn tó fẹ́ máa fi rádaràda yí Alhaji nígbà tí wọ́n ti wá wà literate wò wá ń dáhùn mọ́. Alhaji wá class ara ẹ̀. Máa yẹn wá class ara ẹ̀. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ọmọ onígò bá ẹkọ̀ máa Alhaji ní Alhaji lè bá onídàáfọ́jà ibi tí ìbínú wọn ò dáadé. I have seen it, kì í ṣe pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n wí pé. But when he stepped up, nígbà tí máa yẹn rí ibi tí Ọlọ́run gbé òun lọ, nígbà tí máa yẹn rí ibi oore àti ọlá tí Ọlọ́run ṣe fún òun, Alhaji bá di ẹni kíni, ó bá di ẹni tó jẹ́ pé class, he now classed himself. Wò ó tiẹ̀ mix Alhaji. Tẹ́bá, oh God, mi ò fẹ́ máa pọ́n wọn léjù because kó má dọ̀là ń sìn, a tún lè gbọ́ pé Yeye Kudi ń bá Alhaji sùn. But kò yẹn ò lè bọ́dà mi ná. But nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bring out ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ dá lórí Alhaji pé illiteracy is a disease. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́rin Alhaji.
Àti bọ́lá bẹ́bí ìgbésẹ̀ àwọn fún kí bẹ́bí sùn tí ó wà ó. Mẹ́rin, àwọn tó dé ọmọ yẹn ní bí ọjọ́. Ọkọ̀ tàwa jùlọ mi o. Èyàn tọkọtò mi ni yóò sì ti mi o ṣe. Obodo. Ẹ̀kọ́ tó pẹ́ bẹ́bí mi ìgbà yàtọ̀ sí ké o. Ọmọ dúró sí bí mi. Mo gbàgbé ọlọ́wọ́lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ dàgà máa o.
Ọmọ bàtà.
Spinero ló níbi tá máa ń lọ ní Buckingham Palace ńgbà yẹn. Ẹni tó bá dúpẹ́ eré àná gbà.
Èèyàn bàlá bí tọ́fíìkì mi jíde, Mr. Paul, òkè àyà àpàmì ẹ̀ṣẹ́ ọjọ́.
Títí ń wo máa ṣèdúpẹ́ ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí o.
Wọ́n ṣe gúdúgúdú
méje pẹ̀lú ìyẹ́. Ìyẹ̀rí wọ́n tún fẹ̀gùsí ṣe lọ, fẹ̀gùsí ṣe lọ ta o. Gbàgà, gbàràgbàrà, gbàgà.
Lókùn mi dé Philadelphia.
Ẹ máa jó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbádùn kéwọ̀n díẹ̀.
Àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ fi mú ìdí mi o, àwọn lékè. Ẹ̀bà mi kọ́ bá dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ́ṣẹ́. Jíbọ́lá ọmọ sẹ́ni mi.
Yes.
Kẹ́ bá mi tọ́jú jíde ọ̀pọ̀ tó dá mi.
Títí ń.
Àwọn tí wọ́n ṣàtú ìwé bèbí. Ìyẹn ọmọ ṣẹ́kù mi, èmi kan bá sá. Smiling Faster promotion. Àbúrò Ayinde Wasiu ni ó ṣe wò. Àti jùmọ̀ káyájú mi ọwọ́ bọ́lẹ́bọ́lẹ́ bọ́lì. Ìyá ọlọ́dẹ̀bí ni òdùmọ̀ṣù.
If not, tí bá ti ẹ rò pé show Alhaji ni mo lọ tí mo fi meet ọkọ mi, mi ò lè ṣe kí n má love Alhaji, má ṣàdúrà fún wọn títí láíláí ni. He is a destiny helper. Ó pè mí ẹlòmíì ló gbọ́rin Alhaji tó ti bógun lọ. ṣùgbọ́n èmi mú nǹkan bọ̀ láti bẹ̀ mo mọ́ nǹkan bọ̀ láti bẹ̀. Ó sọ èmi.
Àti pé ìfàjì mi o, ọkọ̀ bí sì ní ìfàjì mi o ṣe, Bùnmi ọ̀tún. Ayọ̀wálé ọ̀tún Ayinde Wasiu mi o ṣe o, Amẹ́ríkà ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí o.
Gbága.
Amẹ́ríkà ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí o. Wọ́n ṣe gúdúgúdú
méje pẹ̀lú yàyà mẹ́fà.
Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti
Ẹ̀gúsí ṣe lọ, ẹ̀gúsí ṣe lọ, ẹ̀gúsí ṣe lọ sá o. Gbága ẹjọ́ ẹ gbádùn àrùn big deal lélẹ́yìí jẹ́.
Ọmọdé dàmọ́lá, àwọn ti fẹ́ mi kàjí.
Àbúrò mi gan wà ní rẹ́kọ̀dì Adéwùmí Yéṣùfù. Ìgbà tó yìí ń gbé l'Amẹ́ríkà.
Ìyẹn ọkọ ọ̀rọ̀ ti ṣàyà mi ò ṣe wò.
Ṣẹ̀rífà. Ṣáyà mi ò ṣe ohun.
Àwọn òkùnsán lábẹ́bí mi ọ̀gá Akérédolú. Lókùn mi dé ìlú Jẹ́sì, bàbá rántí ẹ̀ ọ̀wà àdìgbò.
Ẹ máa fetí sí o.
Èèyàn ti kúlẹ̀ fẹ́rù mi ò ṣe wò. Ọlọ́mọ mi Rónkẹ́ kalẹ̀ dúdú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Àti ṣẹ̀rí bá tún dé wù mí o.
Ọmọ Yéṣùfù àbúrò mi nìyẹn.
Òkú tọ́jú mi
Ṣẹ̀ Adéwùmí.
Àwọn òkùnsán lábẹ́bí mi èsù mi tí ó wà o.
Gbà. Ìgbà tábúrò mi ṣì ń gbé ní New Jersey nìyẹn àbúrò mi obìnrin. Big deal nìyẹn tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ lọ gbọ́ ó dùn bàjẹ́ ó ta lẹ́nu swẹ́swẹ́ ó ta lẹ́nu síẹ́sẹ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ when you've not been there téèyàn ò bá gbádùn nígbà tó yẹ kó gbádùn á gbádùn ní ìgbà tí ò yẹ kó gbádùn. Nǹkan tí máa ṣe ń sọ ni pé tẹ́ bá rí ìyàwó lé àbí àgbàlagbà tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ máa ṣe bí ọmọdé tó bá ti dàgbà bírú èjì mi sìn kí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa ṣe bí ọmọdé nítorí pé mi ò gbádùn ní kékeré ni. Nǹkan tí illiteracy is a disease tó jálé lórí nìyẹn. Illiteracy is a disease. Àwọn míì, some people will say it's an inability to read and write. True? Definitely, that is true. I want you to understand why I'm talking. I'm a motivational speaker. And so, when I'm talking to you guys, I want you to understand that what we motivational speakers are meant to do is to motivate you, take you out of your comfort zone, and bring you to your uncomfortable zone. Take you out of your comfort spot and bring you out of your comfort spot to an uncomfortable one. Because when you decide to stay in your comfort zone, that means you are contented. No. A motivational speaker pushes you. I push myself. I move myself. I tell myself, no, I shouldn't be contented. It is time to aspire higher. It is time to get better. It is time to leave my comfort zone. Okay, I have reached this position now. Okay, it is time to leave this position of having maybe 10,000, 20,000 euro in my account. I should be able to have 100,000 euro in my account. Or I am a school cert holder. I can as well aspire to be a horn holder. I mean, a BSc, a BA holder. Do you understand? It only depends on you. And so what I'm saying here that illiteracy means inability to read and write. So if you know that otikoja, read and write, maybe you can at least read or you can at least write. Then you have passed that stage of read and write. But illiteracy is actually when you can't read and when you can't write. You are either a dropout or you didn't even go at all. And so, why did I use K1 as a principle of this topic? I have known him at a point in time, and I know him now. The last time I saw him, we were in his house, and in Isolo. I have not been to his new house in Ijebu-Ode. I intend to, but I couldn't the last time. I was there with my junior ones, and I remember with Yeye Kudi Anifowoshe, who is his niece, and it was Ileya period, and they cooked and even gave us meat to take home to give my mom, you know. And what am I trying to bring out from here is that day, Emi ati Alaji, we argued for almost, because it's very argumentative. And so we argued for almost, if I will not exaggerate, 2 hours talking about politics and talking about different things. At that time, it was so close. When I was talking to, I remember this man even called him Jagaban, Bola Tinubu. They were talking, you know, and I could hear when he was talking. I was so impressed. Me only win Alaji. This is somebody that I couldn't. He talked eloquently. He was so vocal. He's had more experience. He has left his comfort zone. Ó ti fi ojú tí wọ́n máa fi ń wo àwọn olórin, ó ti gbé sí ẹ̀yìn pé alágbe lásán ni wọ́n. They cannot amount to anything. Ju pé kó o máa ṣàgbé lọ. No. Ayé ìgbà tí Alhaji, ẹ mọ̀ pé láyé ìgbà kan, Alhaji máa ń wá káàkiri ìlú òyìnbó. Gbogbo ìgbà tí Alhaji yìí ṣe orin tí à ń gbọ́ yìí. Listen, máa yan ò ní town, because ó ti ń bá àwọn lọ́balọ́ba jẹun. And that is what being an illiterate will not end you. Being an illiterate, it's going to be hard for you to sit with the who is who in the country, in the society, because it takes a lot. When an illiterate talks, they think that you are ignorant. They think that you are clueless. They think that you don't even know what you're doing. Because, sacrifice the little bit you need to be able to even have an interaction or to even converse with people. And so, illiteracy is a curse. I always tell people, when you have money, to school, you are a wasted generation. Illiteracy. Tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣépè fún èèyàn tó bá ṣoríire ńsìn, kí wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ léwe, is the worst cause tí wọ́n lè fún yàn. Because ọjọ́ ọ̀la yàn ti bàjẹ́. I'm trying to motivate you. I'm trying to motivate you. And so there are 2 types of illiterates. We have the uneducated illiterate and we have the educated illiterates. And so the ones that I'm talking about right now, before I move to the second batch, and I will give you what I think is the cause of being an illiterate. You know, what are the causes of being an illiterate? You see, the illiteracy is the cause of all ignorance. Ignorance. Omuni. When you are an illiterate, let me tell you how you behave. So that you know. Be it you are educated, be it you are uneducated. I have explained a simple reason why you can be an uneducated illiterate. Kawe. Mowe ko deka illiterate ni. And one notice àwọn illiterate, they are superstitious. Illiterates are superstitious people. When you are an illiterate, superstitious is when gbogbo nǹkan kò ń ṣe àmúwá Ọlọ́run. Irú wọn ni tí alágbà bá ń lọ. Àjẹ́ nìyẹn. Irú wọn torí bá fún wọn, wọ́n ti máa sáré pe babaláwo, kí wọ́n pa láàfà, àbí kí wọ́n pe. They are illiterates. They have superstitious belief. Everybody is chasing them. Everybody wants to kill them. Everybody is after them. Everybody hates them. Everybody wants to destroy them. Illiteracy is a disease and it kills because it's the cause of all ignorance. Illiteracy can make you have a backward thinking. Illiteracy can make you have a backward thinking. People will think this way, but you will be thinking this way. You will not be thinking normally. That is illiteracy. That is illiterate. You see, when you are an illiterate, your vision is blurry. Your vision is blurry. Your vision, you don't aspire like someone that has a clear mind. See, education is good. Education makes you speak good English. Education makes you write well. Education makes you interact. Education can give you some kind of good self-esteem. Illiteracy makes you have low self-esteem. Illiteracy makes you have low self-esteem. How do you know that you have low self-esteem? When you see your fellow human being, be it a woman like you are intimidated. Bóyá ẹ ti jọ ń ta nǹkan kan náà ni, o máa believe pé ẹ ń ṣe competition ni. Illiteracy ló máa ń fà. It is a disease. It is a disease. You act weird when you are an illiterate. Illiterates always have this village thinking. Tẹ́ bá ti rí illiterate, ìṣesí wọn ó máa ń dàbí ti villager ni. Kí ló fà á? Ṣé mọ̀ pé villager wo ò tí jáde sí city, wo ò tí ríta, wo ò tí mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. It doesn't matter. We have illiterates abroad. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be back home. Illiterates are everywhere. Illiterates are everywhere. And so when you are an illiterate, it becomes a disease for you if you don't address it. If you don't address it. And let me tell you something. No matter how rich you are, you will have the mindset of a poor person. A lot of times when people are not rich, when people are literate, they act rich. Do you know why? Because they read book, they acquire knowledge, and they know that Rome wasn't built in a day. They will work hard and be able to achieve. But when you are an illiterate, you have this low IQ. You don't understand the fact that Rome was not built in a day. And so your mentality is short. Your mentality is weird. Your mentality is absurd. Your mentality is absurd. So you need a lot of help to become literate. You need a lot of help to become literate. Let me tell you one thing. You can be an illiterate and also be educated. You know there are some people, they will not work hard. Whoa, ní padà lọ sí school kí wọ́n lọ get good education láti ṣe iṣẹ́ gidi. Whoa, ní improve ara wọn. Wá jókòó sí ojú kan, wá máa gbàwẹ̀. Wá ṣe 40 days and 40 nights. Wá ní àwọn Ọlọ́run máa drop manna from heaven. No. You are a stark illiterate. O máa kú ṣẹ̀kú ni. It's either you are using your brain to know how you are going to make money, or you are working hard, but you just 9 to 5 job ló ń ṣe, or ó padà sí school láti improve ara ẹ̀, or ó ń ṣe nǹkan kan láti improve. Tó bá jókòó sí inú ilé tó ń ṣe àdúrà tó ń expect manna from heaven, tó bọ́ síta pẹ̀lú bàtà kò bá ti jẹ tán láti lọ wá iṣẹ́ kó rí iṣẹ́, I tell you will die a poor person. Heaven help those who help themselves. And part of the help you need to help yourself is to become literate. A lot of times, illiterates end up going bankrupt. Even though, mind you, people that are literate also, they can do business and fail 10 times. Don't get me wrong. But illiterates, they mismanage things. Because most of the time, Teba notice, when somebody did not go to school, I want to use an example. God forbid that any of us, if you go into 419 now or you are doing fraud, you can be educated. Do you understand? But Toba mismanage your way because you are an illiterate. Kilo magbenye o ma toro je last ni gbogbo bi tó ti ṣoore fún wọn tó ti fún wọn lówó bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ma kiri níbẹ̀ later láti tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ wọn. So illiteracy ni ó ma fúnyàn ní ọgbọ́n no, so literacy ló máa mọ̀ pé owó tí mo rí jẹ́ kí n sáré invest yẹ. Jẹ́ kí n sáré wo business tí mo lè ṣe tó lè turn owó yẹn around. Mind you, you can be an illiterate kó wá wò pé mo ti arrive, jẹ́ kí n sáré lọ show fún àwọn family mi instead kó invest owó yẹn. Ẹlòmíì á sáré kọrí sílé. Ayé ìgbà kan àwọn kan máa lówó wá lọ ná fún eléré. A lot of them lọ́jọ́ tèmi ta léléré yìí ń kí mò ń sìn. Gbogbo àwọn téléré kì lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. It is part of illiteracy. Ibo ni wọ́n wà lọ́jọ́ tèmi. With due respect to them, because some people enjoy that money then. But ẹ má jẹ́ ká tọ́ra wa. Literacy ló máa mú ẹ mọ̀ pé àlejò ní owó, because ó ti acquire knowledge. Ó ti kà débẹ̀ pé lábálábá ní owó. Owó máa ń wá ní àlejò ní tó bá ti fòdé, ó máa fò lọ. Knowledge ni. Wo ó kàn ní dédé gbọ́. Ó máa kà ní, ó wà nínú Bible. Ó wà náà tó bá ń ka nǹkan, tó bá ń ka ìwé, wà gbọ́ pé àlejò lówó. It's not gbogbo nǹkan ní ìbílẹ̀ ló máa gbọ́ láti ilé. A lot of times, the kind of education you get from home, you will not get it on the street. You will not get it in school. You will not get it in the church. Different paths, different books you read is to get more knowledge. It's for you to get more knowledge. A lot of times, when you see people that act like any lack of exposure, òun lè máa rí ìgbà mi tó pé ìwọ àti èèyàn rẹ́rìn, ọkùnrin àti obìnrin ẹjìjọ ń rẹ́rìn. You are both laughing. People will say that you are sleeping with each other. The people that have said it, they are illiterates. I want you to begin to understand why I'm talking about this topic. Are you an illiterate? Are you unambitious? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you look at your fellow women as being competitive? You know, you are in a competition with everybody. Do you get me? Are you jealous of people? You are an illiterate. Illiteracy is a disease. It makes you have this sense of insecurity. You don't feel secured. You understand? You see, let me tell you one thing. When you become literate, knowledge is power. It takes you out of your comfort zone. And when you see, everything can be taken away from you. Different things can happen to you in life. Disaster, trials and tribulation. Talk about it. Imagine the worst. Let me tell you people a bit of my life. Just a bit. A few insights. I remember when I was young, I wanted to read law. I wanted to read law fully, LLB. But the first place I was taken into, after doing JAM Poly and JAM in university, I had cut-off mark to be able to do philosophy then, or I had an option of going to Ado Polytechnic to read business administration. And so, because my mother is a businesswoman, you understand, she said no. Instead of reading philosophy, and since your JAM uni got you philosophy, why not do business administration for a start? And so I went in and did business administration in Federal Polytechnic, Ado Ekiti. And so when I did that, I came out because I entered Polytechnic at the age of 16. I finished secondary school early. I entered secondary school at the age of 9. And so my parents just felt, you're still good. Come on, go for another degree. Good thing was before I finished Polytechnic, I had embarked on uni JAM again. And so the next thing was I went again. I went to the university to read BSc. And so when I went to read BSc, I did philosophy. This time again, they took me for philosophy because that was my second choice. But I wanted to do law. I wanted to do law by all means. And my father said to me, hey, come on, why do you want to go in? Why do you want to go in for law? Well, sorry, philosophy, rather than you going in for that same law? Why not repeat that? I said, no, Daddy, let me just go in. And when I'm there, I will repeat that jam again and be able to go in for law. Or while I'm there, I will take some electives from law and merge it up. And from there, I was just, I did what I had to do. Do you understand? And when I got involved in it, I got carried away. I wasn't that interested in what my ambition was. I got carried away. But I did not feel fulfilled. I still felt something was missing in me. I always used to say inside me, man, source in life, no, there's something about me that is not fulfilled. There's something about me that is not tallying with my ambition. There's something about me that just don't like this life of mediocrity. I'm not happy with where I am at the moment. Even though I went into business, I opened a shop and everything. You understand? I still did not feel okay. I still felt there was some things inside me that I need to bring out. I am better than where I am now. I can do better than where I am now. Number one, when you are being ambitious, you have to check your circle as well. Are you moving with illiterates? Are you moving with people that don't have ambition to improve themselves? You need to also withdraw from those kind of people and leech into people that are literate, people that are ambitious. I wanted more. I knew I needed more to pursue my career. The good thing was, after my shop of 8 years, it didn't work so well for me in Ireland. I closed up the shop. I then decided, come on, Kudi, go for the exam. They may say it's difficult, but you can read. You still have the brain there. Do it. You can do it. Since you still feel that I will not leave this world without achieving that aim, that me, that political career, that personality that I want to be, I then went for the exam. Many people would have been discouraged to do the exam. In this country, good thing about other countries, in this country, they don't give you money for going back to school. You cannot be unemployed and say you want to go to school and read full-time anything. They are not going to support you. Here in Ireland, go and ask anybody. They don't give you a dime to go back to school. No, it doesn't happen in Ireland. They will not give you a euro. If you are unemployed or you have gone bankrupt in your business, you have to go and join unemployment day, and you can never be a full-time go into full-time education because you are a job seeker. Instead that you gotta be doing all these courses, FITAC 5, level 5, all those things. You cannot go for LLB or masters or nobody will sponsor you. And if you are a one-time degree holder or two-time degree holder, you can never get sponsored. So I was on my own. So that alone can put me off. Because I felt to myself, thousands of euros. A meeting come out of business of 8 years. How do I do it? But the only thing I told myself was, go into this course. Go and do the exam. If I pass, then God will take everything, will take control. I'm going to move. And so I took my degrees out and they leveled it. They looked at it. There's a department in this country you send your degree to. They will tell you where you can start from. You don't have to start from the beginning. So they put me where I can start from. Because what I can't tell it. And so as such, I passed that exam and I leached into my ambition. And so why I'm saying this to you is that a lot of things will put you off from achieving your main aim. You will stop seeing a lot of things as being competition. Jealousy can never be your portion when you are literate. Trust me. Illiteracy is the reason why many of us women or men are jealous of each other. Or you will go into competition with people. Because, but when you are, that's what gives you inferiority complex. You understand? That's what, yes, you're right. They evaluate your degrees. Yeah, they evaluate your degree. And that was exactly what they did to me. They evaluated my degrees and put me in the right place. After the exam, okay, you can start from there. And you have to pay your school fees. Because here in Ireland, they don't give you a dime. If you're into full-time education, Jaminiro, if I'm lying. And I heard London, they give people money. That's why people go to school. But here, you cannot be a full-time education. And it's a lie. You have to sponsor yourself. And anywhere. You have to sponsor yourself. So, what I'm bringing up from my talk today is that it takes a lot of sacrifice to become literate. Tó bá fẹ́ tẹ ẹgbẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ K1, tó fẹ́ ju ẹgbẹ́ lọ, tó fẹ́ jókòó síbi tí àwọn Jagaban, àwọn Bọ́lá Tinubu ọjọ́ ọ̀la, àwọn Buhari, àwọn Obama, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn bá jókòó sí, you need to be literate. You need to be what? Literate. Because that part of you is what is going to make you be able to integrate. Is what is going to make you to integrate. Yeah, the Susie grant is available for people that don't have degree before. Linda McKay. Susie grant is available to maybe people that have that don't have a degree before. But if you have a degree, you can't get a grant, and they don't give you money. They pay for you. You can never get a dime in your hand. They pay for you. They, like, you know, children here, people that finish their so that, you know, for some people that want to go back to school, the good thing about them is that they can get grants if they've not graduated before. They will know, because when they evaluate you and you are starting from a place already, departments here to inform you, they connect each other. So you cannot be a graduate and go back to school and get grants. You understand? You can't be a graduate. So if that is possible, then I don't know where you got it from. I need you to help me so that I can go and say that I have somebody that told me she got grants after she got her first degree or second degree. Faith Atkins, please. I got the grant in Ireland. Yes, how did you get your grant? Can you elaborate? Are you a degree holder before? Let us know your true story. And no lies here. Be very sincere and be very truthful. Please, let them know, because a lot of people that are listening to me now may be having the ambition. You understand? If you are a degree holder, you cannot get grants. That is what I know. You can't even, they don't sponsor for masters. They don't sponsor for doctorate degree. They don't. They only sponsor you when you don't have a degree. That's the only time they can sponsor you. And they don't give you money. The money is paid to your school and head directly. So, let me continue on that. So, you are intimidated by people easily. You are intimidated by people easily because you are an illiterate. Any little thing about people that are illiterate, oh my jailaya, ẹ̀rù máa bà ẹ́. Tó bá ti rí wọn, ó máa dàbí pé, oh, you are in a competition with them. That is what being an illiterate will do to you. Being an illiterate will do to you. Look, I know one thing for sure. I know one thing for sure. When you decide in your mind to become a literate person, it is very hard. It is very hard. But I've made up my mind. Like me, I always say to myself, and I want you to always say this to yourself. Okay, Beatrice Buki, Laje, same here. You don't get anything for your masters, or you are on your own. That's true. That's what happens here. I don't know about other countries, you understand? But here, you don't get sponsorship for your second degree. No. If you're a first time, like our kids, they can get help. You understand? But if you are a degree holder or 2 degree holder, no way for you. You won't even get a dime. You won't even get help. You won't even get help at all. You won't. And if you are under job seeker allowance, you cannot go into full-time education. It's just so that you know. And it's good that you know so that you can know your ambition and be able to rush and get it. You can know you can only get loan. Where do you get loan from? Please, can you tell me? Our credit union will never, because business people that used to own things here in this country, they loan money, they don't loan people money again. You can get student loan, but where? Which bank is loaning people now? That's not the bone of contention. Our bone of contention now is illiteracy. Our bone of contention now is illiteracy. How do you get help? How do you get yourself out of being an illiterate to be literate? How do you get help of how to become from being an illiterate to being literate? You understand? How do you get it? You have to spend less time talking. Go into action. I always say to people, mo fẹ́ digba, mo fẹ́ diru, mo fẹ́ show, mo fẹ́ share, mo fẹ́ not talk. No. Go into action. Action. Your action speaks louder than voice. Your action speaks louder than your voice. You need to go into action to be able to spend more time in perfecting yourself. You need to spend more time perfecting yourself. Hard work and determination is the first drive. Hard work and determination. Never in your life think that you can achieve it. Never in your life think that you can achieve it. Like person like me, in my mind, I'm always the best. No matter what, anything I'm dreaming, I always tell myself I can do it. I don't care what anybody has to say to me. I'm telling you the truth. I plant my seed. I don't care. Be it that people say that this thing is not possible. I have seen people say, at what age? I don't care that age. It's me. I can achieve it. For as long as I am determined. It's all about strong will and determination. It's all about strong will and determination and my mind. I'm always the best. I'm always going to be the best. That's what I say to myself. I don't allow friends. I don't allow teachers. I don't allow haters. I don't allow whoever it is. Whoever it is. Tell me that I can't achieve my dream. Hell no. Timbati eri pe o fe ma distract the dream mi yen ma sa fun eni. Ma sa fun eni. Ma jino si eni. Because you are a distraction to my future. You are a distraction to my future. If you want to achieve likes of what people like, what's his name? Jagaban. That is Bola Tinubu them. I always use likes of Jagaban for this topic because, you know, I'm talking about K1. Or K1 Nimo Low. I used him as the principal of this topic. I told you from the beginning that when I knew that man, between when he did, let's even lose the word, when he did his 40th birthday, that I was at his house, that I said I saw Barista for the first time in my life. Yeah? Till now, he's 60 years old. Oh my God, go and sit down with him. If you had sat down with him then, go and sit down with him. Even though I had known him, Kiwoto Kole Isolo, but go and sit down with him now. The drastic difference also shows in what he has acquired in life. And so, hard work atika kawe or pay off eventually. You can't sit down with K1 Olórin. You know that mindset that people in Nigeria used to have pé àwọn olórin ò kí ń kàwé. Hell no. When you sit with K1, you will top kò sí ìwé tó lè kà ọwọ́ ẹ̀ á bọ́ná because man yẹn máa embarrass ẹ pẹ̀lú òyìnbó wá ṣí dictionary. Wàláì mi ò fi parọ́. Wá ṣí dictionary and he will argue with you consistently. Very eloquent. Brain. This is a man that said, I want Paris Secondary School. He was a backpacker to Barista. He was a backpacker. The day he told me his story, I was just looking. So it doesn't matter. Ojo mo lowo mo man so money olowo tí ó bá rán mu ẹ lọ sí school tálíkà ni. Because gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe ọmọ àwọn ọmọ tí ó kàwé yẹn àwọn ló máa kó better kó ná owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ lójú ẹ̀mí ẹ̀. Olowo, except the Olowo himself or herself too, kò kàwé, ó dẹ̀ decide pé káwọn ọmọ òun má kà, irúkẹrẹ ọbẹ̀ kan náà ni wọ́n. But if Dewale Ayuba too, somebody said Dewale Ayuba too, when he was at a point in time, he went back to school. Excuse me, please, I need to let you know that. He went back to, I think, Yaba Tech or Unilag. Dewale Ayuba too was not very good. I cannot be talking anyhow. But the truth of it, go and meet him and you will ask, because I am not here to talk bad about anybody. I am here to talk about the achievements and how determined these people are. Their hard work paid off at last. Education is wealth. Yes, we know that. But there's no age that you cannot still be literate. Education, plant your seed now. Everything is possible. Everything you can imagine is possible. You see, a lot of times, many of us find excuses. Abesi mama wa excuse kakiri. Abesi mama wa excuse kakiri. You understand? Abesi mama, to top the best. To top the best, you need to be intelligent. To top the best, you need to acquire more knowledge. He got his degree in New York. Who are you talking about? Ogun Poly. Now, okay, maybe the time you people know Adewale Ayuba went to Ogun Poly, but I know Adewale Ayuba too went to Yaba Tech or Unilag. Go and ask him. I can't argue too much. That I know. That time you people know him in Ogun Poly, I don't know. But me, I know it's one of the two. When he started singing, Bobo Adewale Ayuba Besima calling live chats. I mean, money live chat, live ni Debasco every Friday. You know, I mean, not morare dear. Mo gbadun nígbà tó yẹ kí n gbádùn. That's why I call Jomi Lojumo. Adewale Ayuba went back to school. Ó padà sí school. Ó lọ ka ìwé. Ó rí pé òun ní future. Òun ní future. Future tó òun ní yẹn, òun gbọ́dọ̀ lọ improve English òun. If not, kò bá má lè dé ibi tó délé ni. He went back to school. So, I'm a fan of likes of Joyce Meyer. I'm a fan of likes of Joyce Meyer. Joel Austin. You people know Joel Austin. He's a motivational speaker. Even Joyce Meyer is a motivational speaker. Likes of Oprah Winfrey. I'm their fan. I read a lot. If I bring out books now, you'll be like, do you invest in books? Oh, yes, I invest in books. I read. I read a lot. I read a lot. I Google things a lot. I ask questions a lot. I'm very inquisitive. I don't rest when it comes to acquiring more knowledge. And nobody can intimidate me. Trust me. If you tell me to walk into the office of the Taoiseach right now, the Taoiseach is someone like, is a prime minister. Yeah, I want to my head or Dowan Biba. You'll be surprised where I got my boldness from. Because can you first saw Oyiboni woma be me? Hey, what do you want to see? Why are you here? I just tell you. It makes me bold. It makes me bold. It makes me see life in a different perspective. It's not pride. It just makes me understand the fact that I am literate. I can converse with anybody. You understand? You can go into anywhere when you are literate. You understand? When you acquire knowledge, you become powerful. You aspire. Okay, if you intend in the future now, I remember somebody that Baba mi da loko wo nigba kan. And they said, oh bankrupt. Kí ló fà tó fi bankrupt? Tó bá ti gbé owó fún woman yẹn. O lè ra nǹkan 1,000 naira lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀sìn naira. Tó bá fún ní 1,200, á fún ẹ change 1,400. Because kò mọ calculation. Ó wá ní ayé ló ń ṣòun. Wọ́n ní kí ló fà tó ń bankrupt? Ó ní ayé ni. Ó ní àwọn tó wà ní òun. Ó ní àwọn ló ń ṣe òun. That is, àwọn tó máa ní shop tẹ́ pé your neighbor pé wọ́n ń ṣe òun. Ó wà superstitious. Wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan tí ò kì í gbé sí inú ilé, as in káàkiri. Ó mú àdó, ó gbé síbẹ̀, káwọn èèyàn awọ́rò, ó gbé gbogbo nǹkan sínú shop. Upon everything, ó yí bankrupt. Wọ́n máa dá lóko wá yí bankrupt. My father now sat her down one day and asked her and said, "Wa, bí ọ̀rẹ́ dàbí àgbà náà ni. A ti dá ilókòwò tó ẹ̀mẹ́ta, ìyẹn woman tá ń sọ. A ti dá ilókòwò tó ẹ̀mẹ́ta sí ẹ̀mẹ́rin. Òun gbé gbági ni. Wọ́n wá try láti find out pé, my daddy tried to find out pé kí ni problem ẹ̀ gangan. Bàbá mi wá rí pé tí wọ́n bá ra nǹkan 50 naira, ó ń fún wọn change 100 naira ni. Àti capital, àti interest àti owó tiẹ̀ tó yẹ kó tún fi kówó ọjà míì ó ń fún wọn ní change. Àwọn shop people tó tún ṣiṣẹ́ fún wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé ìyá obìnrin yóò mọ calculation, àwọn náà ń jí owó ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó yẹ kó kó 5,000 naira lé lọ́wọ́, wá fún ní bóyá 3,000 or 2,000 because olódo ni. Olódo ni. So therefore, at the end of the day, on bankrupt. But kàkà kó má tún instead kó tún mọ̀ pé òun ò mọ̀wé, kóun padà lọ sàbí kóun mú àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ olóòtítọ́ kó fi surround ara ẹ̀, kó lè má bankrupt, ó tún kówó lọ fún babaláwo pé àwọn tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òun, àwọn láyé tó ń ṣe òun. Àwọn láyé tó ń ṣe òun, àwọn ló kó àgbàná sínú àpò òun. Mi ò mọ nǹkan tó ń pa àgbàná nínú òyìnbó, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi kọ́ ní òyìnbó. They are the cause of bí òun ò ṣe owó ò ṣe dúró lọ́wọ́ òun. So a lot of time, you have to understand this thing, that being superstitious is being an illiterate. Also, when you see two people that are you understand, loving each other in a marriage, it is the people that are illiterates that will say couple yìí inú wọn dùn, ọkọ àti ìyàwó wọ́n dá wá ní ọkùnrin yẹn àbóbìnrin yẹn ti ṣògùn sí ìdá ọkọ àbíyàwó ní marriage wọn ṣe dùn. That is the mentality of illiterates. Because people don't reason, and if you are an illiterate, you can never reason normal. You will always reason in an absurd manner. You will always think that you will go to church and be fasting from Monday to Friday. Ìgbà táwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń kàwé, ó kàwé, ó wá dé inú hall, ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa lamblas, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí speak in tongues. Kí ló fẹ́ kọ́? Kí ló fẹ́ kọ́? Will God come down and write the answer? So, of course not. You are an illiterate. Heaven help those who help themselves. You cannot say that because you are not, you know God, you will be fasting. You will not work hard. You will not go to work on time. They sack you from your job. You won't read for your exams. You won't attend lectures. You won't improve yourself. And you think things will be good for you. Of course, nothing can never ever be good for you. There's a man, Jim Carrey. I know a lot of you know. He acted this film. It's called Dumb Baby, Dumb Dumb or something. I think, Jim Carrey is a comedian actually. He acted it. He said he was a dreamer. He said he was a dreamer. You understand? He's this kind of person that at a very young age, if he sees a bling bling car, in Hollywood, ori ara ẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Kò kí ever ronú pé òun ò ní débẹ̀ yẹn. I'm giving you the mentality of literate people. He never thought to himself pé òun ò ní ríra òun níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ó máa ń ríra ẹ̀ níbi tí gbogbo, like myself, I see myself the best. I see myself where àwọn èèyàn gidi tí ń jókòó. Mi ní parọ́, I don't want to know people tí ò dáa. I want to sit with who is who, the people that own the society. I want to mingle with àwọn èèyàn gidi. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, tí wọ́n bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ wàá rí làákàyè inú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. People that are full of wisdom and understanding. People that are, I'm not talking about, their outward look, no matter how simple they are, but you can see class in them. It doesn't matter. Matter. Simplicity is not what I bring here to you today. I'm talking about being literate. If you notice, being literate, illiterate, ló máa make up anyhow. Mi ò ní parọ́ fún yín. When you make up and your makeup is absurd, it's funny, you are an illiterate. Even illiterate ló máa múra jù. Illiterate, àwọn ló máa múra jù. Because àwọn ló fẹ́ kẹ́ rí àwọn. Most of the time, people that are literate are very simple. They are very simple people. Illiterates are the ones that make noise. Illiterates, wọ́n máa pariwo so that you can notice them. Literates, they do things easily and simply. They are very simple people. Today, you see Jim Carrey is where he has always, wish to be. Ó ti dé ibi tí ó wish láti dé láyé. Ó wà high up there. I'm here to bring you that news today. There's this man I like so much. His name is Joel Austin. I'm sure a lot of you know him. I subscribed, or I'm a subscriber to his motivational talk. So I receive it every day. He motivates me a lot. He said one thing. He said, words are seeds. Words are seeds. Let me tell you, if you don't read or you don't subscribe to different motivational speakers, you don't know all these things I'm talking about. You don't motivate yourself. You just think you are where your best. Meanwhile, your best is yet to come. You are not even near it at all. Words are seeds. You can't talk negative and expect to live good. You cannot think like an illiterate and expect your life to be good. You can't be empty and be shouting loud and expect, to live good. You have a poor mouth, you will live a poor life. You need to invest into your future now. And how do you understand that? It's by living like a literate person. It's by walking like a literate person. It's by living your comfort of being an illiterate and learning and moving with literate and walking towards being literate. Look at me. Illiterates are lousy people. Mind you, you can be educated. If you are lousy, you are an illiterate. Illiterates are lousy people. They just make noise. Illiterates are not people to reckon with. They are not people to reckon with. Illiterates are intimidated. Let me tell you, when you speak English to an illiterate, you have killed an illiterate. Because an illiterate that you say, come on, be reasonable. Come on, be reasonable. Because the illiterate don't understand, come on, be reasonable. Illiterate will say you are rude to him or her. And so, there's always war anywhere an illiterate is. There's always misunderstanding. There's always misunderstanding. Because you have spoken English. And so, a lot of time, that's why you see people that are literate, they don't like moving with illiterates. Because they are not birds of the same feather. They can't flock together. They can't reason alike. Illiterates always misconstrue everything. Because they are not literate. And so, you need to make sure that you go back to school. If you are a level 5 older, it doesn't stop you. You see, it surprises me a lot that many of us are abroad, but we have refused to improve ourselves. And it's affecting our children. The one Ayuba that you people talked about, some time ago, he celebrated his first son. The boy is a lawyer. I'm sure he's in Nigeria law school now. Mind you, if he did not go back to school and go and improve himself, can he motivate your boy? I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. You need to motivate your children. They need to see. Like, when I said I was going to do an exam, my daughter was afraid for me. My firstborn, but mommy, come on, don't. How will you do it? And for that reason in the house, because they know that even mommy is studying. You have to be a good role model. You can't be an illiterate. I want to raise literates. When it's not that, like my father, even though he was so literate, it's not as if we did not go astray. Don't mix it up. But being literate will make you be able to handle it better. Giving up on your child easily. Useful exuberance. Oh, though you can use that to threaten them. My father never gave up on me. He never did. My mother never did. I had youthful exuberance at one point in time as well. But because they are literate, they pumped it into me. Pump your life into yourself. integrate. Integration, when you don't integrate, nílùú òyìnbó, kò síbi tẹ́ ti fẹ́ integrate. Abroad has given us so many things. It's so bright. The good thing I was told here in Ireland, in the first degree, they will sponsor you in Ireland. If I'm the one, I will catch it. In London, I am told they give people money. In Ireland, they don't give you money. You understand? In Ireland, if you are not a degree holder before, they will give you, sponsor you. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. Rather, I'm not lying, it will improve your life. When you're about sort of point, come on, get up. Stop being lazy. Oh, nini wo shepe fun e. Oh, nini wo bu e. Because wa mo po yibo lásán ni wo so. Constructively. When people wear unnecessary makeup and they look funny, literate people don't wear rubbish makeup. Literate people, they do things in moderation. I tell you the truth. You will look at them, you will just know. Their lifestyle is different. Literates don't make no work. I know some people that are literate, but classically, classically, their will be classical. And there will be so much peace around you. There will be so much peace around you. If you are the type that want to use bling bling in the nearest future, or you see yourself sitting with the president, you can't be an illiterate and not be able to have a decent conversation with people. A decent conversation with people. You need to be able to have decent conversation with people. Your circle of people you move with, also, they can't be pulling you down. If you are literate, you need to bring them up to your standard. If they are not ready to come up to your standard, dump them. And literate, if you are literate, there's what is expected of you. If you lack etiquette, then you've lacked it all. So many things are expected of you as a literate person. When you act, when you talk, when you comport yourself, when you are eating, when you are in public. Yeah? Who said, please, Sister Kudi, my parents were illiterate and they raised us. Good. That's what I'm saying. You are still coming back to me. You cannot be an illiterate. Listen, you cannot be an illiterate and expect to raise kids that are literate. Let me tell you one thing. Your parents that are illiterate, let me tell you, they have integrated and they have seen that being literate is the best. There are some illiterate. I said it before. I said there are some people that are literate and I want more illiterate in you. Oh, law school. When they die, it is those children it is a waste of time. You can be an illiterate and you will raise kids that are illiterate. That are literate. But majority of the time, go and look at parents that are illiterate. Many of them, not all low. Likewise, people that are literate. No, I mean not be illiterate, but ore. So get me right. I used to have a friend in secondary school, Federal Government Girls College, Boko. The father didn't know anything. He was so rich. Boko, I went to Benue State. That girl, the father, woman, funny or be pay boyfriend, the sugar daddy. Because the man is an illiterate. Only owo, but omo yen ma paro fun, ani school fees wa oye bai. Ngba yen boya oye tan so lele, o le ni 10,000 naira. Baba yen ma fun. All the man wanted was pay. Let omo ohun iwe to won o ka yen komo ohun ka torí ọmọ ohun ló ma wá di igba fún ohun lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. Gbogbo ibi tí bàbá yẹn ò lè dé pẹ̀lú owó ẹ̀. Ibi tí kò lè jókòó sí. Notice our traditional rulers. Majority in those days, ayé ìgbà kan àwọn traditional rulers on kàwé. Nísìn tó bá jẹ́ graduate ò lè jẹ́ ruler. Because ibo ló fẹ́ kó àwọn èèyàn lọ. gbogbo bí tó fẹ́ lọ jókòó, tó fẹ́ lọ represent ìlú ẹ̀, local government ẹ̀, tó fẹ́ lọ converse pẹ̀lú wọn. You want to go and talk to àwọn governors. Oh, they sọ Ìgbò wá wá tún gbé translator wá fún ẹ. Of course not. Look at our kings these days. They are graduates. They are, you know, they are what? They are graduates. Look at the Oni of Ife. Look at that man. Check him out. In those days, many of the rulers were illiterates. Illiterates. But these days, no. The ruler, traditional rulers, I think they have made it I don't know, maybe it's the requirement. Notice now, I want posh, swoosh. I want to classical. I want you to job and sing. Whoa, by illiterate mo loju opon possible. How will an illiterate become a governor? How will an illiterate become a president? How? It's only literate. And if you have to be literate, your attitude must differ. Your action must differ. Your reasoning must differ. Your thinking must differ. And I beg to tell you this. The people that stand and give your mediocrity an ovation, they hate you. Ibi to te no ti try. Abi ki wo go fun ara ma give mediocrity any ovation. And when I say mediocrity ni pe ko wa contentedly be today. No, you can't be contented. You need to move. When you give your mediocrity an ovation, but it arrive, then you are a fool. You need to move. Think ahead and move further. People can take a lot out of you. Disaster le sheyan. A lot out of you. But the knowledge to ti acquire la ye, I'm telling you, and the experience can't be taken away from you. Trust me. A lot of times, my attitude is as a matter of the knowledge I have acquired. My reaction is as a matter of my experience in life. And you merge it up with education. Then you reason differently. You think differently. You behave differently. You aim it and you achieve it. You aim it and you achieve it. If you don't stand out of being literate, you have to stand out. You have to stand out. You have to stand out. You have to act it. You have to prophesy it. You have to live it. So, you see, I have a lot to talk about. You see, a lot of time that people fight. Most of the time, illiteracy most of us. When you are an illiterate, you will take everything out of context. You cannot even understand simple English. You will always be angry. It happens in marriages. If a woman is too educated for her husband, or the husband is too educated for the wife, ìjà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Ọkọ máa bínú pé nítorí pé ó kàwé jù, wọ́n sọ Ìgbò òṣì. Ìyàwó náà lè máa bínú. That's why you will never see a doctor going to marry a mechanic. A doctor will marry level if that marriage must last. If you go and marry, if you are an educated person, you go and marry an illiterate. Oh, can you walk? Mama Johnny, every time. You will be fighting every time. Because when you just speak, come on, I don't have your time. This is not my kind of person. Even already. To ba de party as a friend, to rọra jókòó because o kàwé. O ma class ara ẹni. Bó ṣe ma courage a literate person ó yàtọ̀. A literate person, their courage is different. Àwọn tí ó kàwé, next thing wá ní onígbèrágà. Ó ma bẹ̀ sí gbọ́ ni ó jọra ẹ̀ lójú. Ìwé tí wò kà ni. It's truth be told, it's very painful. You've seen a doctor that married mechanic, good riddance to bad rubbish. Èmi ò rí rí. Tó bá ṣe ajẹ́ pé ó lélẹ̀, ó wá rọra ìpín, mi ò gbọ́ rí. Mechanic, maybe a mechanical engineer, not mechanic. I beg you, Mrs. Florence, carry your story elsewhere. You seen a doctor to marry mechanic, wọ́n dé nìyẹn, wọ́n dé pẹ̀lú fabulous. Tó bá tiẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀, á jẹ́ pé mechanical engineer. You understand? So, I don't know if I get it. If you see people, I always check yourself. You will see illiterates, they're always bashing literate people. Yes. It's because illiteracy makes people feel inferior. People that are illiterate, they are very competitive. People that are illiterate, they love rivalry. They love rivalry. They are competitive. They misconstrue things. They don't understand life. And so being literate, you have to educate them. You have to educate them. They need to go back to school. That is what education and knowledge and experience teach you. It's some things you acquire from outside. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni ìrírí ayé, ọ̀tọ̀ ni knowledge, ọ̀tọ̀ ni kàkàwé. Gbogbo ẹ̀ put together makes you solid. Everything put together makes you solid. You can't have the experience of ìrírí ayé and be you know, you can't be educated now and be superstitious. I know there are some educated people that are superstitious, so don't get me wrong. There are some educated people but let me tell you the truth. Educated people that are superstitious, go and look at them. Whoa, kì í kọjá ibi tí wọ́n wà, wọ́n ń ṣoríire dáadáa. Tó yẹ pé tálàgbà bá ń lọ ntí wọn, wọ́n ti kọ lọ sáré lọ lè babaláwo. Tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn, wọ́n ti sáré pa láàfà. Wọ́n ń ṣoríire dáadáa. Wọ́n kì í ṣe oríire dáadáa. Àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ọkàn wọn, wọ́n pa mọ̀ pé owó táwọn bá ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àwọn ni. Ayé kọ̀ọ̀kan ò sí níbì kọ̀ọ̀kan. Mentality wọn yàtọ̀. You will see them. Their mentality is different. Tí àdánwò kan bá dé bá wọn, wọ́n mọ̀ pé èyí tó bá believe nínú Ọlọ́run nínú wọn, ó mọ̀ pé àmúwá Ọlọ́run. Know that it's just God. It's from God. The mentality of a literate person is different. That's why you see this abroad. Hello, bao yiboshe. Not the ones that are illiterate now. Today, àwọn illiterate one no won't believe in voodoo. The literate one. That's why you see them when they go to church. Eri pe àdúrà wọn ló ní ráńpẹ́ ni. Go to Catholic church. Go and see the way they pray. Ajẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan síbí kọ̀ọ̀kan. They won't believe pé nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn àmú àwọn wọ́n ní jókòó hundreds of hours wọ́n máa ṣe prayers. Wọ́n ò ní lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n máa call off. Mo máa ń sọ fún àwọn èèyàn when you call off at different, okay, tó bá jẹ́ pé ọjọ́ Sunday wo bí mi ni mo lọ fẹ́ mo wà into labour. Tí mo need desperately a consultant to come and quickly do section for me for birth delivery. Tẹ́tí kọrí sí church káàkiri. Mi ò sọ pé kí èèyàn má sìn Ọlọ́run, àmì Christian. Tí yàn ṣe 40 days 40 nights káàkiri, a lot of people will die. People that are learning more from bigger consultants, I mean, àwọn tó wà lábẹ́ wọn tó ń kọ́ṣẹ́ sí, wọ́n ò ní kọ́ṣẹ́ sí. Pray, but in moderation. Fast, but in moderation. Just as that, add it up with education, with knowledge, with experience, with everything. You will find out that you are a total package. You will find out that you are a total package. The life of literate people is very simple. I have noticed that. My neighbors, the person that lives beside me, the man that lives beside me, he owns a jewelry shop. The one that lives at the other side, my eti dagba, you know, ìyàwó eti file, but what I'm trying to say is that my is into what do they call them? Oh, I want to remember. Is all I want to man curtains, so man they do all kinds of things. I want what a man in my estate, majority of the people in my estate, they are old people. I want àgbàlagbà ló wà nínú estate mi. I want àgbàlagbà to and meet in lomo omomo. What is lomo? So it's like, you know, it's a residential part that, you know, àwọn àgbàlagbà ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ni mo fẹ́ bring out? Lifestyle wọn máa yàtọ̀. Tí n bá ń lọ gbé mo kọ̀ jáde pé mo rìn. Hello, wọ́n máa ti gbé glasses wọn sójú àwọn ìyá assurance. Hello, how are you? Are you going for summer break? Mani, no, I'm not going for summer break, yo. Why are you asking? I'm going for, àwọn máa lọ fún summer break. Àwọn máa ṣe kíní kan. Kí ni mo fẹ́ mú wá ni pé, tẹ́ pé dúdú ni, tẹ́ pé dúdú mentality dúdú, it will be a different thing. Àwọn ìyá yẹn, ìṣe kí wọ́n máa gbádùn owó wọn pẹ̀lú pé wọ́n máa ṣe fàájì ẹ̀mí wọn, káwọn ọmọ wọn máa kí wọn wá máa ṣìṣògùn kiri. Wọ́n ti ṣe fún ara wọn o. Àwọn ọmọ wọn náà wá tún wá máa tún ṣògùn fún àwọn ọmọ wọn kiri. Ìdààmú gan tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn is part of illiteracy. Ìdààmú àìmálọ́kàn fọkànbalẹ̀ wà. A lot of time in Nigeria, àwọn àgbàlagbà wa, majority of them, they have high blood pressure. Wàhálà ilé ayé yìí tá a gbé sórí because illiteracy. Ẹ lọ wo àwọn doctors yẹn, ẹ lọ wo àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wò ó ní gbogbo kíní, wò ó ní illiteracy background, wọ́n yàtọ̀. Àwọn òyìnbó àwọn àgbàlagbà tí mo wà ní estate ni mo ní parọ́ fún yín, come and see their lifestyle. How wùn yín? Their lifestyle is different. So different. You will hardly see noise. Ariwo ńkọ́. Immoderation ni. Àwọn ọmọ mi gan ló máa ń pariwo ní gbogbo estate mi ò ní parọ́. Ẹ mọ̀ Naija, I'm the only black in my estate anyway. Àwọn ọmọ mi ni lè máa gbọ́ ariwo. Ó máa embarrass mi gan. Pa mẹ́jọ má jẹ́ káwọn àgbàlagbà ìwà rí wa fín. Kí ni mo fẹ́ bring out ni pé àwọn life wọn literate. Gbogbo wọn so gentle, so cool. Environment kan mi ò jàrí nínú estate rí. Ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ ń gbé nínú estate kan báyìí táwọn Nigerians wà àtàwọn òyìnbó. Àárọ̀ báyìí ìgbà mi wọ́n ti máa fọ́ mọ́tò mi. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn, àwọn ìyá wọn mu sìgá láàárọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ gan fúnra wọn wò lọ school. Wọ́n fi wọ́n sí school bọ̀ wò ní lọ. That is the mentality of illiterates. Wọ́n máa fọ́ glass mọ́tò mi. So 2 times the insurance, I changed insurance, you know, put this thing to my I had to pack out of that estate. It was full of Nigerians and white people. But the white people, you know, they have class. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní class. It's all about being literate. And I thought to myself, èmi ò lè wá kú. Wọ́n máa mọ́tò mi báyìí wọ́n há báyìí ni wọ́n mú òkúta wọ́n dẹ̀ fi há. Look at it. Látijọ́ tí mo ti ń gbé ní estate, I will say how many years now? Kí má fi kún, ó ti tó 4 years, if not about 5. I can't remember precisely. Ajá wọn ò disturb mi rí. Tí ajá wọn bá ṣe mistake wọnú compound, wọ́n máa bẹ̀ mí ní ẹ̀wọ̀n yáyà ológbò gan wá. Oh, Kudi, sorry. Wọ́n máa tún bẹ̀ mí pé ológbò wá sójú window mi. Mi wà nígbà yẹn ajá gan máa já wọlé ni pé ìwọ dúdú ìkí. Ajá wọn máa ń gbó mọ́ mi. Pò. Ajá wọn àtàwọn the same. The same. Illiterate and angry people. Inú máa ń bí wọn ni. They are not accommodating. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn, Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wọn. I don't know what their future will be like, but my prayer torí mi náà láwọn ọmọ tèmi. Àwọn tó ha mọ́tò tó fọ́ glass mọ́tò tó gbogbo ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi ni pé k'Ọlọ́run arrest wọn. Kí wọ́n padà, ìmí inú wọn ti lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ constructor, àbí báwọn ṣe àwọn tó máa ń ṣe títì, tó máa ń ṣe wúrúrúrúrú lórí títì tó máa ń ṣe títì. Because wọ́n ò kàwé. Àwọn ìyá wọn jókòó nílé, wọ́n mu sìgá, wọ́n mu gbó ni. Àtọ́bá tún lọ report fáwọn ìyá wọn gbà tó lọ kọlẹ̀kùn. Wọ́n á sọ fún ẹ pé ṣe orí ọmọ àwọn nídìí ẹ̀, wọ́n á tún máa question yẹn. Ìṣe kí wọ́n pọ̀ ọmọ wọn wọlé kó ní law school ni. Òyìnbó ni o, not dúdú inú wọn o. Let's invest our time to improve our life. I think I have elaborated on illiteracy. I have talked extensively on the bad effects it's having on most of us. And I've also talked on the benefit that it will have on you and me. You understand? I also used a principal and somebody that I know that it wasn't that, literate, but now he's extremely literate. And the kind of company he sits with now, I admire him. I use K1 as an example. To God be the glory. He celebrated his 60th yesterday. And so, I want you to go into all I have spoken about today and take yours. Where do you find yourself wanting? Are you already a literate person that still have some shortcoming? You just need to improve yourself more. Please go for it. Please go for it. Or you are a complete illiterate. You misconstrue everything that you see. When people speak their simple English, you don't understand it. You take it out of context. Please, it costs you nothing. There is no age you cannot go back to school. And if you so find yourself in a particular country, I have spoken a bit about Ireland. Go into their citizen bureau. They will be able to add information, citizen bureau information. They will advise you on how you can improve yourself. Go to them. Improve yourself. We don't have to always sit at home. You understand? Doing nothing. You understand? Doing nothing. Improve yourself. There are even some things they do home study. I did it. I didn't even finish it then. I did. I wanted to go into welfare and everything. So I started doing social studies via University of Cork, but I didn't finish it. I got pregnant of my boy that I lost that time. I wanted to do that. I didn't finish it, and I didn't feel good, nothing. But that's not even my ambition. I wanted to just do home study via the University of Cork there and just get a job to be in welfare department. But thank God I didn't even put too much investment in that, and I was really able to retract myself and retrace what I really want for myself, and I'm back to track. And so thank you so much. Chase your dreams. Chase it, please. Thank you so much. And when you have the spirit of inferiority complex, it's the biggest thing that anybody that is an illiterate has. And that's the reason why if you're an illiterate, you can be jealous of each other, you go into rivalry, you are angry at each other, you are always fighting and everything. It's signs of illiteracy. And the only way you can help yourself, I've given you so many reasons why you have to stop being an illiterate. I love you all so much, and I really appreciate your time and the time you have given me today. It goes a long way for me. And I hope to see you back next week, Saturday, same time, 7 p.m. Take good care of yourself, anyone. Never stop pushing yourself. The sky is not your limit. It's only the beginning. You understand? The sky is not your limit. It's only the beginning. I'll be back again as Yeye Kudi Live, #Real Talk. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you again soonest. Bye. Let me acknowledge a few of you. Sandra Adeyeye, this is a great piece. God bless you. God bless you too, my sister. God bless you so much. Adenike Mafo, I love it. Thanks not fighting every time. No. You see, I want to correct that perspective. It's very annoying, you understand, when I find it a bit rude when people say not fighting all the time. Look at me. Do I look like Jagidi Jagon? No. I am not that kind of person. Sometimes when I come out to clear air on something, it's not because it's even people like you I need to clear air for. But it seems like some of you are not appreciative about it. I don't like it when you think when I'm coming out, you are skeptical, you are biased, you are thinking, oh, she's coming out to fight. Hell no, I don't want that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. And thanks to Uncle Kola Lotu that noted that part of me. I have a mother. It's very hard to for some people, you see. And my mother is alive. And she has a lot. My father, the way he built his name, I will be a disgrace to my family to spoil that name. I will be a disgrace. It hurts me sometimes when my parents or my father or my mother is being insulted because of me. It pains me a lot. Or my senior ones. Oh man, do me. But the truth about it is, I find myself in it. I can't help it. So I will respect it when people respect the fact that when I come out, stop being biased. You understand? I come out with simplicity. I come out as me. I hate it when you fear what I have come to talk about. I come out with real talk. I'm a motivational speaker. Even though I am just doing it because I have flair for it, it's not for anything else but flair for it. But if God says it's going to take me places in the nearest future, so be it. But please, I would like you people not to keep pinpointing that part. Fight. I don't like it. I wasn't brought up in that manner. I repeat, I wasn't brought up in that manner. Thank you very much. I appreciate you plenty. Thank you. Keep doing you, Jare. Thank you, Olori, Yinka, baby. I appreciate you. Forget about it. Sometimes you need to clear the air. Oh, yes. Ade Kale Jaye. Yes, man. That's true. Toyi Messi. Adekoke. God bless you, Yeye Kudi. God bless you too. Lasumbo Agaba. Bibi Reko Shefowara. Oti di dodo. Bí abi ni kò tó ká tutun ara ẹni bí. Èmi ọmọ Yesufu. Àwa nìyẹn. Love you more. Diamond, Dora, Heartberry, my salty babe. I share. Oh, thank you. Share. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please share. And that's my salty babe. Even though she's not Nigerian, she's saying to you that she's sharing. So please share. Share. Love you more, Sister Debbie. Always supportive. Always supportive. I just want you people to share it. Share. Illiteracy is a disease. We don't need it. Sister Fumi names on point. Keep it up. Focus on real talk. Let God direct your path. The steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. Oh yes, by the grace of God. Amen. Laide Ojo, I cite you, sister. I cite you so much. Thank you so much. Forget then. I sure will forget that. Oluwayemisi Odusi, you are being preferred for a greater mission. Amen. In Jesus' mighty name. Bumi Oresonya, I love you more. Omawumi Adebola Onoyemi, bless you. Thank you, sister. Bless you too. Fajumi Olubumi Abegunde, love you. I love you people so much. Love you to the fullest. I love you much more. I shared already. Thank you. Share. Share, please. Kindly share. I like your style, sister. Thank you so much. Sometimes we need to come out strong and hard. So it's part of expressing our feeling correctly. Well done, madam. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Love you. Keep up the good job. Abe Lincoln. Thank you. I sure will, by the grace of God. Omoloya Yesufu Akakini. Oh, thank you for acknowledging my dad. Thank you so Aka Kiniunre mo bibire kò ṣe fọwara bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti di dandan. Orúkọ yẹn èmi kọ́ ni máa wá bàjẹ́ kò dẹ̀ wá sí anybody nínú ìran bàbá mi tó máa bà orúkọ yẹn jẹ́ lágbára Jésù. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement. I appreciate it. Ebironke Ajao Babata, proud of you. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Oluremi, the queen, I love you. I love you all so much. I keep it on. Shine, baby. Thank you, sister Lasumbo. Ya beji, omo meji ejire. Winnie, eba mi ka won beji, eba mi kiss won. Fumi Fashola, God bless you, darling. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Amen. Good talk here. Thank you so much. Share 100%. Thank you. Please share. I will really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Princess Omolara Agubiade, Mustafa Ganiya, Omotara. Love you. I love you more. I love you so much. So much respect for you. Oluwa beautiful Simi Omo Johnson. Oh, thank you so much. Had a great time. Thanks. Oh, thank you for having a great time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are going places. Shine, baby. Thank you so much. Amen. Good talk. Labis Afoli Omo. Thank you so much. I shared it. Oh, thank you for sharing it. Share it so that people will know the kind of things, the criteria they should look out for in them to know if they are literate or they are illiterate. How to step up in their life. I love you people all so much. Bye for now. Bye.